So go ahead.
So, Tori, and we're going to discuss relationships. Okay. And what is one of the most compelling relationships that you can recall or remember?
Okay.
Either in real time or something that you wish that you had?
Well, I was 2 years old when my grandmother died, and I would go to school growing up, and a lot of kids would always say, "My grandma made this for me. My grandmother made this for me, and she cooked this for me. She bought this for me." And I kind of felt out of place because that's something I never had the luxury of even speaking on. My grandmother died very young at the age of 51.
Wow.
And, I think about it almost every day that my mother just turned 52 the past weekend. And, when you think about her mother dying at the age of 51, it kind of does something to you that my mom, it kind of put it in your mind, in the back of your mind. You never want to think about something as tragic as your mother dying, but it's always there.
A fear?
It's always present.
A fear?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
always a fear. So, in place of my grandmother was basically her sister, my aunt, Helen Fagan. We called her Auntie Eloise. She was wonderful. Raised me from diapers.
Your auntie?
Yeah, my
Has
aunt.
she passed away too?
Yeah, she passed. My aunt passed in January of 2015.
Just recently?
Yeah, it was a tough fight. She stuck it out for the longest. She was on dialysis for years. The last time I spoke to her, unfortunately, it was about something. Yeah.
Did you have conversations? Did you talk to her at all while she was going through dialysis?
Well, at the time, I was at Savannah State University,
Okay.
and she was back here in Atlanta. So, I would, last time I talked to her, heard her voice, I should say, was when I came down for winter break from Savannah, and her and her husband, Amanda, who also had a part in raising me, had a falling out, and they're both two, God-loving individuals.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He was a pastor and a reverend. She would go to church every Sunday.
The same church?
The same church.
The members of the same church?
Members of the same church, and they would go through multiple things. He would have random outbursts.
He would have what?
Like random outbursts against her. It wasn't anything abusive, but he felt like if it wasn't in his plans.
Yes. Controlling.
Then it wasn't necessarily a wise maneuver or decision.
Yes.
And it kind of, put me in there that she was in the house by herself while she was going through all
While
this.
she was so ill?
Yeah, he wasn't anywhere to be found. And the last time I spoke to her, she was in great spirits about it. She was doing good things, cleaning up the house. Her daughter, my cousin, it was a condo. One thing I can say about her is every last one of her kids are successful.
And stood by her?
Stood by throughout it.
Do you feel as if you learned anything about relationships from this?
I learned that, people are temporary, but loved ones are pretty permanent. She last thing, she once told me when I was in 10th grade that she knew I wanted to play football. She knew I love football with a passion. She knew I wanted to be successful at it, but for the right reasons. She knew that I wanted to be successful doing what I love to do for my mother. For my mom who worked so hard for me, worked so hard for everybody in the family. Even
and your mom today? Your mom's relationship?
Great relationship.
Great relationship.
I do anything under the sun.
Do you have any siblings?
Yes, I have a sister.
You have one sister?
And a couple brothers on my father's side.
Okay.
That would come around. And we are grown. I'm the youngest.
Yeah. You're the baby?
And I'm 21, but I'm the youngest.
But you're the baby.
And one thing No, she fought. She fought from the fall of 2013 all the way to the winter. I mean, fall of 2014 all the way to the winter. We would go over my cousin's house, her daughter, and she literally couldn't say a word.
From the kidneys?
No, um, from everything. Her whole body was just
All her organs failed?
She laid down. She would lay down. We would come over and visit all the time. She would have a slit in her tongue with some hanging, like some bind down on her tongue. She literally couldn't say a
And
word.
her husband abandoned her.
However, he
Yes.
did come back into the picture.
He did?
I don't know if it was the
Yeah.
legitimacy or the importance of the situation that made him come back in, but he did come.
Yes, that was good.
And you know, it kind of made me see a little respect.
And they had closure.
And they had closure, but she couldn't say a word. But he was there.
He was there.
And at a funeral, you know, it was one of the hardest days of my life. I spoke. You know, I said that they raised me. Both of them raised me when I would go everywhere with him. Like he would sell watches outside of a store downtown in 5 Points, and she would go inside, and she was so loved everywhere. It seemed like everywhere we went, somebody knew her.
She had a magical personality.
Magical, a great personality, and I would go to sleep there. I would go home. It seemed like it was every day. You know, when you're a kid, the days kind of go by in a blur. It seemed like I was with him for a majority of the time, and at a funeral, I said that. And I said that every ounce of good morals and ethics that I have within me, you know, are from her and my mother. And I said that any amount of success that I have in this life, I owe it to my auntie, who was in the casket at the time. I owe it to my mother, and I owe it to the family that she built. And they did a video montage showing multiple pictures. I cried like a newborn.
Oh, you're glad you had to say that, aren't you? The
cried,
opportunity to say that. I think that's the best thing we can do, is honor someone.
I literally sat down in my chair and cried. Like, literally, my whole body was just rocking. Tears coming down if I had to cover my eyes over. And I'm looking at it like that's my aunt, man. That's the lady that almost taught me everything I know. And it was one of the hardest days for her. So now I'm working every single day to be successful in life, you know, because it was something that she foresaw.
Yes, she saw it in
It was something that she wanted for me and for my family, specifically for my mother. So
before you could see it for yourself.
I want to work as hard as I can to be successful for my family.
That's a wonderful tribute. And you are successful already. I mean, you may not be materialistic or career, but you're successful because you're a wonderful human being. And pick that up. I mean, you just can't take that for granted in personalities. So you are living to honor her, and you're doing a great job.